해야 돼.
My Korean mannerisms are
Like punching in a dream.
How does it feel to bring the goats of Korean cinema into the universe you create?
It's a true honor. I never thought it would happen. I knew that the Korean storyline was going to be really important in season 2. I knew I wanted to explore the sort of upper echelon chaebol society, and especially with Charles involved as a Korean American character, I thought, okay, well, let's just shoot for the moon and go for the 2 goats. I never dreamed that they would both say yes, but what's funny is that actually Song Kang-ho 선생님 initially said no. He read it and he said, I don't know how to play this part. And so I went to 윤여정 선생님 and I was like, 죄송합니다. And so I couldn't get him, and she called him directly. And she was like, yeah, 해야 돼. He said, you're Song Kang-ho, you're the best actor alive. You're going to be able to figure anything out. So just do it. And so then he was like, nah. And so, I'm so glad she made that call, because I think he gives such an incredible performance. And, that was a highlight of my career.
And Charles, I know how much of your Korean heritage and your mother's journey mean to you. So how about you? How does it feel?
one of the most profound experiences in my career as an artist. I never met a collaborator that was writing specifically to someone that was Korean American, right? And just our process and how Sunny works is it's this constant open dialogue, this collaboration, this sharing, and to end up in Korea, I lived in Korea for 6 years. It felt like I was coming back home. And so it meant a lot to me. And I felt this kind of like Austin says, something about my epigenetics and my Koreanness, like breathing forth, into existence. Just like, when Austin is listening to Song Kang-ho, Dr. Kim, give that beautiful monologue that Sunny wrote about life and love and the choices we make. My Korean mannerisms are, 와, 맞아. 그래. 네. And so for me, I can't do that in certain kinds of, that to me comes so naturally, and to be able to live in that, it's just the tip of the iceberg of what I was able to touch on as far as what Sunny has universally created that speaks to any human.
So in season 1, it started with the direct physical action, road rage. But in season 2, it starts with the witnessing something, right? Why did you want to explore the burden of being a bystander this time? And how does seeing too much become a curse in this elite country club world?
Yeah, I think because season 1 was so aggressive, I wanted something passive-aggressive this season. And I think being a bystander is as passive-aggressive as you can get. Starts passive, at least, because you're just witnessing. And then we see this young couple become a little bit more emboldened, a little bit more aggressive over the course of the season. And so it was just born out of wanting to try something different, try something new. I don't want to repeat myself ever. All my favorite bands, their debut album to their sophomore album, you see a big change. And so that's what we were trying to do this season, is take some big swings while still retaining what people love about the show. But yeah, I think that's very true to life, passive-aggressive beef more than aggressive beef.
안녕하세요.
Unice is a character who often feels the weight of family expectations and carries a lot of the quiet tension in this high society setting, right? And we know beef always leads to a breaking point. So how was the experience of building up that
pressure until Unice finally exploded?
I think because with the whole script progressing, I think it did happen quite naturally because it was a gradual increase. But I think it happened because I couldn't relate more with the aspects that you just mentioned. Family is very important to me, and their expectations are what I live by. And with Unice and myself, we just want to make them proud, and we're just trying our best to survive in this society. So,
Yeah, I can kind of relate that.
yeah.
And so, Matthew, or should I call you BM?
Yeah, Matthew, BM, both are okay.
Yeah, because I'm also a big K-pop fan. So
Oh, thank you.
this is your first major screen role, right?
Hmm.
Congratulations on your acting debut.
Thank you so much.
As an idol, you're used to being like stage perfect, but Beef is all about like being raw, messy, and even ugly. So was it difficult to let go of the K-pop visual to find the raw energy of Whoosh, or how did you push yourself to switch into that acting mode, and what was the biggest challenge in embracing the messiness of Whoosh?
Yeah, wow, that's a really good question. I think with my job as an artist, everything is very. If you put it in relation in comparison to a gift, there's a lot of wrapping. You have to make it look really pretty. Whereas acting, like you said, it has to be raw. And I think for me, it was really easy to throw away all the wrappings in order to act, just because. Can I mix Korean with this?
Yeah, of course.
되게 신인 마인드로 시작했어요. I came in with a very like rookie mind with this because this is territory that I've never been in before. But luckily, I think being around amazing actors, Soyeon included, was very eye-opening for me, and everything was just learning. It was like a whole new subject, and it was really, really fun.
If you guys could like describe the feeling of the season 2 finale using only like one sound or one word, what would it be?
One sound or one word.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.